All right, so I think we may have one more, and then we're gonna wrap at that point. Do you use a round robin style, or you only get updates from those who have stories assigned to them? A round robin style for what is the question, right? Because here's the deal. The team members select the stories that they want to assign themselves to. So in Scrum, the developers pick the stories, right? They pick the stories, right? It's not this gets assigned to them, right? So they pick the stories from the product backlog. Now, I guess if you're in operations or you're working with a bunch of tickets, I can see you using a round robin because whoever comes up, they take the ticket that's at the top, right? So I can see that happening in that kind of work. So for me, I would say to you, if I had to choose between them, I probably wouldn't choose between them. I would actually take a different approach. If I had to choose only these two things, I would actually do an experiment on one to see how it works for us. And then if the team liked it, I say, okay, let's try another experiment and see which one we like better. And then I go with whichever one wins. But here's the deal. I believe in your question, you're talking about a daily scrum. If you're talking about a daily scrum, I've seen round robin, no problem. In terms of getting updates from only the people that are doing work. The question is, why is there people on your team that's not doing work? I'd be concerned about that. That sounds like a problem. And then I'm going to say something else. The developers, Scrum Guide 2020, the latest Scrum Guide says, for the daily Scrum, the developers are the only ones that's required to be there, period. The Scrum Master and product owner would only need to show up if they're a developer. When I say developer, I'm really saying this definition. Anyone that is working on any aspect of building the product, the increment itself, right? Again, a developer in Scrum's world, as of the Scrum Guide 2020, is anyone working on any aspect of building the increment. That is a developer in our world. And only the developers show up to the daily Scrum. That's it. And the developers have the right to pick the format of the daily Scrum. So Scrum Masters are no longer required. Product owners are no longer required. They're only required if they are doing work that's been assigned in a sprint. And if they're doing work that's been assigned in a sprint, then they are a developer by default as well. So that being said, I'm assuming that you're going to that daily Scrum. If you're not, then I just answered both questions for you, okay? So that being said,